he's waiting for the magical wave, and then he's going to be prepared, and when it comes, because he knows about it and other people don't.
Pulling out the flip and you're just making a little quick video.
It seems like another celebrity drama is about to explode in Tinseltown, and you will never believe how messy it could get. Rumor has that actor Will Smith has recently uncovered one shocking secret about his own son, Jaden, and it's about the young man's alleged involvement in a passionate encounter with Diddy. We can't argue that the Smiths' kids have somewhat non-traditional upbringing, but being embroiled in Diddy's messy freak-offs, that's a new level of cringe for the entire family. Remember those ongoing whispers about Diddy and Will possibly being more than just friends? It's been a hot topic for ages. Many people have been wondering if there's more to the story than meet the eye, and apparently it's all even worse than we can imagine. While the whole world suspected Will to be a part of Diddy's intimate escapades, in fact, it was none the other his son Jaden, who had been allegedly sleeping with the music mogul.
You know, when you can experiment and just try different things, hang out with different people.
It's not some sort of news that both Diddy and the Smiths were involved in some sickening mentorship activities, luring young artists under their roofs. Even Jaguar Wright shed light on the alleged mistreatment happening in Will and Jada's mansion, particularly with younger men in the industry. Some even managed to draw parallels between these industry figures, saying that their mentorship is rather traumatizing than helping. And guess what? Apparently, while Will and Jada have been focused on young artists who aren't their kids, Jaden Smith ended up in Diddy's tight embrace. Given the music mogul's history of alleged involvement with younger individuals like Usher and Justin Bieber, this story could be another alarming red flag and potentially a reason for further investigation.
Where we hanging out and what we doing, we can't really disclose.
But here's the thing. While Jada seems to have known about the alleged affair, Will is quite shocked that his only son was a part of Diddy's crazy freak-off scandals. A few weeks ago, reports surfaced alleging that the Bad Boy CO was under investigation by federal agencies for engaging in relationships with younger men. It's when his creepy footage featuring Justin Bieber and shocking revelations of Usher living with Puff under one roof for a year surfaced. Allegations swirled about Diddy's supposed attempts to engage other men in intimate acts. And while he was never directly caught in such an activity, it seems like he did everything in his power to keep the alleged freak-offs in secret. And as usual, the truth is way worse than we could imagine, as it involves Will's son Jaden and his alleged participation in Diddy's parties. I mean, this young man himself stated that he had nothing in common with people his age.
I am very happy that I spent my childhood with more adults than I did with kids.
Right.
So apparently, without his parents even knowing the entire truth, he went on to start an intimate encounter with Diddy, a man who was experienced enough to saturate this young man's desires. While the industry kept the whole truth about Diddy's orientation under the rug, there were folks suggesting at his deal nature, like Wendy Williams, who once said, hinting at the bad boy, what's worse, hip-hop wearing skirts or hip-hop being closeted and having a plethora of kids to prove manhood and that, and denial something of something that you shouldn't have to deny. And while it may look a bit far-fetched, let me remind you about 2-decade-long feud between these two, where Wendy once admitted that Diddy even tried to ruin her career to prevent her from speaking out. So there may actually be some truth to that. Apart from Wendy, Diddy's former bodyguard also spilled the tea on his ex-boss' alleged escapades with men.
A lot of freaky things going on. So I guess that was one of those freak-off sections.
Of course, no one was telling names, but as we see, with time, even the darkest secrets are coming to see the light. And if you check the dynamic of the Smiths and what kind of influence their kids had while growing up, many folks are now saying there's nothing surprising in Jaden secretly messing with Diddy. As one person commented, the whole pack is disgusting. They all deserve to be exposed. And another user added, Jada should know a thing or two about young kids. She was sleeping with a friend of her son's while she was married to Will. They're all wrongs. Now, the insiders are claiming that Will has struggled against the shady rumors that could have plagued the pristine image of his family. However, he chose Jada to be his wife. And if this lady, she's never the one to keep her mouth shut. Just recently, she revealed that her marriage to Will had been on rocky ground, and they even went separate ways in 2016.
Y'all have been apart.
Yeah.
Now, Jada has always the one with a more open-minded approach in this family, and while Will Smith was trying hard to make their family dynamics to be normal, as he confessed, for the sake of his public image, she and the kids kept entertaining the public with more drama. At 15 years old, Jaden asked to be emancipated from his parents, believing he could live a better life without the influence of Will and Jada. As the actor recalled that moment, at 15 years old, when Jaden asked about being an emancipated minor, my heart shattered. But come on, what kind of an example you can show to your son if the stories about you being on the deal side constantly hit the headlines? Now, it seems like Jaden's decision to stay and his father's rise the industry's ladder shaped his mindset about how to make it big in Hollywood.
And then sometimes you skip steps, but eventually you find them all. And then when you do, you can really choose like the path, which is your path.
While Will became a bad role model for Jaden, especially after the failure of their mutual movie After Arath, the young man found another example to follow. And that's how he allegedly ended up being in Puff Daddy's house. Will once recalled the moment of his son being separated from him and losing trust in his mentorship. We never discussed it, but I know he felt betrayed. He felt misled and he lost his trust in my leadership. And just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, Jada Pinkett Smith has seemingly corroborated these allegations, saying how pathetic her husband has been.
I'm still dealing with foolishness.
Because she don't just.
Apparently, while Will couldn't be the man she wanted him to be, neither as a husband nor as a father, the entire clan of the Smiths found solace in doing crazy stuff. First, we learned about Jada's intimate adventures with her son's friend, August. And then Will's kids doing bizarre stuff behind his back. According to an insider, Jada knew that her son and Diddy had an intimate relationship, but also engaged in these freak-off sessions. The insider suggested that Jaden and Diddy frequented private parties, keeping them exclusive and off-limits to outsiders. And here's the thing, she might have the one to introduce these two, as she previously introduced her son to other freaky and kind of forbidden things.
Do it. This is not play. Yeah. And you got to be really willing to confront some hards.
Just last year, Jaden Smith spoke at a conference about some mind-altering substances and seemingly admitted that his mother was to thank for their use in his family. Apparently, this family is known for its total permissiveness. And when it comes to Jada, she's not the one among those helicopter moms who prohibit their kids and watch their every step. In one of the interviews in 2013, Will Smith admitted that his kids have full control of their lives the way that we deal with our kids is. They are responsible for their lives. Our concept is, as young as possible, give them as much control over their lives as possible. And it seems like now he's truly shocked by the results of these past decisions as the secret affairs of his son are about to be revealed.
You just realize none of it can make you happy.
Jaden Smith candidly discussed being raised by his permissive parents many times. During his appearance on Big Boy TV in 2018, the son of Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith delved into topics about his upbringing. Jaden shared that his parents always told him he could achieve anything, but they never had expectations that he would follow their path in the entertainment industry. He even admitted that he enjoyed letting loose and having fun from time to time. Despite his dad being one of the biggest actors in Hollywood, Jaden chose to make a name for himself with music. And apparently, it's why he was seeking some tips and mentorship from the bad boy Diddy.
I think that's what it takes sometimes, to just go a little bit above and beyond.
While Jaden has been keeping the secrets about his love life and never openly spoke about sleeping with other men, it's said that he recently admitted to his dad being involved with Diddy for a while. And folks, Will Smith is reportedly took the news quite bad. But while he's trying to cope with the shock, fans as always have something to say. As one person commented, those who laugh the loudest will cry the hardest. Wonder if Smith is still laughing? And another user added, what about the other young boys that they all damaged? Don't be upset about one when there's plenty you should all be held accountable for. While the shocking revelations are yet to be uncovered, one thing's certain. Hollywood is the worst place on earth, and there are many shady things happened there. But folks, what do you think about all this? Could Jaden Smith be another victim of Diddy's freak-offs along with young Usher Justin Bieber? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and don't forget to check my other videos.